YouTubers, another Coyote Works adventure. So I'm calling this video my 24 hours on $25 worth of gear, or my budget bug out video. I can't really envision a scenario where this is practical as a bug out, but my thoughts were along the line of, let's say some kind of a crisis happened, I was away from my home, and for whatever reason I didn't have my EDLS pack and all my gear in the car, and I had a chance to go by the grocery store, but the financial system collapsed, so I only had $25 cash in my pocket. So my challenge to myself was, can I go by the store, buy $25 worth of gear, and go have a decently good time, decently comfortable time, hiking out into the woods for 24 hours. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. I'm got tomorrow off work, so I'm getting ready to head out into the woods with this pile of gear right here. So I've got 79 cents into that. I've got another 49 cents into a small bottle. So I bought a gallon and a smaller bottle just so I would have a smaller water container. I went by the deli and I grabbed 2 spoons and a napkin at no cost. I picked up this awesome beach towel, which will be my only form of cover, for $2.99. Then I got an 8x10 tarp. I spent a couple of dollars on that. I got this Nescafe instant coffee, these 2 energy bars, and this box of 4 scented candles, all out of a bin that were 50 cents a piece. Then I got a 4-pack of mandarin oranges, a can of Jammin jerk chicken with rice and beans, my very favorite beanie weenies. Then on sale, because they're coming up or past their expiration date, I got this kick-ass batch of Danishes for $3.19. I think they were half, so a buck something, $1.89. Then I found 2 types of rope. I got 110-pound camo poly rope, and this is 50 feet. And then I got 50 feet of nylon type paracord. So I don't know what this stuff is. And then I have the bags that all the stuff came in from the grocery store. So in addition to this stuff that I bought for $25, I am taking a couple of extra pieces of gear. And those extra pieces of gear are my lighter, my keychain light, and my pocket knife that's in my pocket, because those are things that I EDC every single day. In addition, I'm taking my Hill People Gear chest pack, just stocked as it normally is, and that's kind of my emergency, my fallback gear. So I'm going to figure out a way to pack this stuff up and carry it, and then I'm going to hike a couple of miles in to where I think there's an abandoned mine site, and there might be a few resources there. So part of the reason I did this was to mimic that scenario where there's some kind of a quick emergency and all I have is a little cash in my pocket and I need to go buy the things I need to get out of town for a few days. But part of it is just because I come out in the woods a lot and I enjoy challenging myself, and it just seemed like a fun little challenge. Well, I guess before I do anything, I'm going to eat a couple of these Danishes because I'm starving and they look delicious. Alright, I broke everything down into its own little stuff sacks. So I stuffed things in those plastic bags. Got my waters out. I've got my super styling, hopefully super warm beach towel, my tarp, and then I did make a decision to discard a couple of things that I hope I don't regret later. Well, I tried to kind of put this stuff all in a couple of these plastic bags with the idea that I'd Tom Sawyer it over my shoulder, but I just don't think it's going to ride well enough, and like this gallon of water is pretty heavy, so I think I'm going to try to create some kind of a wrap out of the tarp and carry it all bundled up in the tarp. Alright guys, here's my $25 worth of stuff. I just made a nice little tube. I'll carry this just like this. I've got my water bottle, my gallon of water in the very bottom of it, and I have it set up so the padded part is over my shoulder. So hopefully it won't be too uncomfortable. Throw my small bottle of water in my pocket. And off I go. Well, it is getting on into the afternoon, and a lot of this forest is kind of dry and sparse, but I'm starting to get into an area that has some more trees, and I think this will provide me some resources to set up my little camp for the night. Alright, I found a spot here that I like, so I'm going to get to work on making a camp and a little shelter. I think I'm going to use these two trees and see if I can make myself some kind of a little bed up off of the ground.